Yeah. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another one of them candid conversations. You in here feeling blessed, feeling highly favored, like the big man's favorite son. You know how the team go candid conversation. We crisscross across the globe. We crisscross across the globe, and we touch to all the, all the creators, artists, and people who contribute positively to the society. A big shout out to all our sponsors and our well wishers. A big shout out to everybody. A big shout out to Bush and Wine Adventures. You know how the team go. If you want to touch backyard, those are the good people to talk to. Yeah, a big shout out to OWF, Olympia Wafula Foundations, for the works you're doing in the community all across UK to Nairobi, Kenya, and Africa at large. A big shout out to Sanayetu Mtaani. You know how the team go. Big up man like Chris Chimano. We gotta say this, yeah. The next star under 13 girls tournament is on the corner, the first edition girls tournament. They're big up all the next affiliates from David Clark to Tito to Sepe to Eugene to Joanne, all my people. Yes, turn up for that next thing. It's going to be a big one in Huruma Flats on the 20th of April. Yes, Candid Conversations in here. You listen to that, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, today we link him up. We managed to link him up. I believe that's one of the hard-working East African artists in the UK, one of them. Don't quote me, just go check his work. Yeah, any minute now, Tymilyfe will be joining us. Leo tutaonekana na yeye, anasema anataka kuonekana na sisi. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back at it again like we never stepped away. You know how the team go. Yeah, those are the bag right there. The man himself is here now. Tymilyfe, welcome, my brother. How you keeping?
Thank you, my dear. Thank you for having me. Yeah, I'm keeping it real as always, keeping it 100 as we do, you know.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. It's been a while since the last time we touched base on a Turkey, right?
Yeah, it has. I think like 3 years or something like that. It's been a long time, yeah.
Far away. So sorry. Listen, and I always say this among us because I don't know a lot, but I try to keep up to the times, yeah. When it comes to setting the diaspora, particularly in Europe, and I've been saying particular in London, I don't think if we have to mention a couple of like hardworking artists who are putting their works out there, who are like, you know what I mean, collabos, being in clubs, promoting their tunes, yeah. I think your name is amongst the top ones from East Africa. Just that, please just say.
I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it.
I see the works, and I appreciate it. So it's been a while. 3 years ago, there was a couple of things out, and you're talking about switching sounds or like incorporating the new sounds you've learned or the new sounds you've experienced as a progression from you were used to sound moja hii ya mtaani. So you've been here, you've seen the set, the landscape, and then after that, you went ahead to praise the daughter. Baba Keshi had to do what Baba Keshi had to do.
Yeah, that's my number one. That's my day one.
Listen.
She has to be praised. Yeah.
Right. So tell us a little bit about this one. This one here.
Well, this one is it's one of those things where I think anyone who knows me knows I adore my daughter, and I show her off whenever I'm with her. It's as a father, I'm pretty sure you have this feeling as well. I see how you are with your little ones as well. It's that feeling of invisibility. You just feeling like, yo, I own the world right now. She gives me that feeling. And I think as an artist, there's not many ways that I can immortalize that love for her. So I wanted to do something for her at a time when she was still, when she becomes a teenager, it's going to be a totally different case. So I wanted to do it before in a time when she could still appreciate it, before there's some, hatred in between, and then love after that. So yeah, we were vibing. We were at the studio, and she was at the studio, and I was just like, I was enjoying the time that I was spending with her,
In her,
given
yeah.
my
And
given my background, how I grew up and stuff. I was doing things that I didn't imagine I would be able to do, and I was here sitting with my child, with the love of my life, and I was like, how do I immortalize this? And I was like, you know what? The one thing that I enjoy doing most with you is showing you off.
yeah.
Hashtag Babakeshi was trending in Kenya at some point, and so I
There you go.
decided, you know what? I'm just gonna show that. So yeah, that's basically the inspiration behind the song.
A beautiful one. Nataka kuonekana na wewe. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing when, like, basically, this to me, this is a classic. You art imitating life. This is a
Yes.
classic art imitating life, and then it's kind of on point, authentic. It's something like, yeah, like you said, if you're a parent, and then you also like, you know what I mean, you enjoy your
Yeah.
kids' company, you experience those moments, those beautiful
Yes.
moments, right? Yeah, so yeah, it's a beautiful thing capturing that na kutuwekea sisi mabudaa siku hizi unajua sahii tunaona okay, yeah, and you're right my G, wacha wakianza kuturn teenage, yeah, you start seeing now the you that you did, you know, like
Yeah, I know, I know. Yeah.
yeah, you see, yeah,
being
you.
being a rebel myself,
Oh,
I know I
Jay.
have a rebel in my hands. So yeah,
Yeah. So
I'm prepared. I'm prepared. I'm ready
yeah,
for it.
beautiful progression, beautiful progression. Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's a beautiful time, man. And talk to me about like how has it been? Like you're saying, progressively, you are looking
Yeah.
to experiment more and also infuse some of the whatever you are was vibrating around you, being that now you are settling in, you are already settled in as an artist, as an
Yep.
individual,
Yeah.
but now you are settling in as an artist. So how has that journey been?
Well, the journey has been since the last time I spoke to you. The journey has been, in some cases, unreal. It's been. I've had to hold back a little bit myself. Yeah. So when I spoke about wanting to change my sound and wanting to incorporate a sound that would appeal to say a wider audience. I think at the time, my mindset around why I was doing music was slightly different. It was more, yes, I know I am talented, or so I have been told. I do believe that I am. I believe in myself. But yeah, so I believe that I wanted to make music a career at that time. And so for me to do that, I had to make sure that I changed my style to match my environment. But then that quickly changed. So instead of changing my style to match my environment, I
The
decided,
environment.
you know
Okay.
what? I am going to make the environment match my style instead of the other way around. So I decided to stick to what I do, stick to my style, stick to the genres that I was doing at the time. Because at the end of the day, I came to the conclusion that I am expressing myself. And when you're expressing yourself, I think the best way to express yourself is in a way that is unique to you.
To you,
if I want, yes. So if I decide that I'm going to express myself how the environment that I am in is, I am not really expressing myself. I am just expressing a reflection of what the environment is making me is making me. So I decided, no, I am not going to change my style. So if you've been keeping, and I know you're a big fan, you follow me, and I appreciate that. So if you've seen, I have not changed my style. I have just grown. I have just done things slightly different.
It's a bit progressive. That's why I was saying, like the progressiveness. I could feel it. Like you're still in your lane, you're still in your sonics, but there's only somebody who knew your early works can tell it. You see, somebody else who's meeting you for now will think, wow, but and then also I think the whole landscape at large has changed hugely.
Yes,
hugely, leaning towards what the type of music you were doing. The whole landscape was just everything now just flipped around.
Yeah, we've gone as some would call it, we've gone pro, I guess. Yeah, because I had a period where for a year I did not do music at all. And I know we haven't spoken for 3 years, but for 1 year of those 3 years, I didn't do music at all because I was trying to figure out whether I wanted to change my style to match the environment. And two, I was also figuring out why I was doing music. I had already known why I was doing music. And then I came to a point where I was starting to do music for, say, the wrong reasons. And that's why I wanted to change. And then I stuck to my guns and my environment and my own way and my own style. And that kind of spiraled out. I started getting the recognition, I started getting the numbers, I started getting what you could call, let's say, the attention that I think I should have gotten, but then that kind of scared me off a little bit because it became I was like, yeah, I'm doing this for fun, because for me, like I said before, music for me is therapeutic. You know, I do it to it's my release. It's my way of getting my frustrations out. I don't even call it singing in the studio. I call it screaming. I go into the studio, I scream my lungs out, and then comes out as music, which is good for everyone. Not everyone who cares to listen. So I stopped doing music because I started doing music for the numbers. I was like, I have this and this followers now, or I have this and this streams now, so I have to keep it consistent. And I felt like that was taking me away from why I was doing it in the first place. And so I just took a year sabbatical, and I came back and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to take it slow. If it works out, it works out. If it does not, then nothing is lost. I have still enjoyed myself. I have still, released my frustration. I have still, I'm still practicing my passion.
You put out a piece of you that was authentic and
yes,
resonated with a couple of people, right?
Yes, pretty much.
What period was this? What period was this when you took a sabbatical?
So this was in 2022. 2022, I did write a couple of songs, but I did not record any. I've always been writing, but I did not record any because I did not, like I said, I did not want to record for the sake of recording. I did not want to release music for the sake of releasing. I didn't want to do it because, the numbers that I have say that I have to do it. I had a few deals that I had with some brands The biggest of which was a brand with a deal that I had with a channel, a YouTube channel called Watch Mojo or Sound Mojo from Canada.
Okay.
Yeah, so at this period, I also canceled that
All
because
right.
it was as much as yes, it was good money and it was very, very good exposure because they have at the time I think they had like over 20 million followers on
Wow.
on YouTube, and that was like audience that was ready. I was just put there, and people were like, "Yeah,
Okay.
those were numbers." But then it went back to the same thing. I was doing it for the numbers. I was doing it for the money that I was being paid to
Yeah,
do it.
yeah, yeah.
And so I was like, I need to cut all these ties and I need to start afresh. Yeah, and I'm happy with where I am. I'm happy with
Okay.
how that has progressed.
I did notice a period of silence, but I thought it was just like creativity or anything. I didn't look at
Yeah,
that side. Yeah, I didn't thought of
yeah,
it like that. I thought like
yeah,
maybe just creativity. Maybe you're leaning back to banners with some AP or something like, you know what I mean? But I didn't thought
yeah, yeah,
it was conflicting on that side. But I think
yeah,
that's something that every artist goes through. Those like when mostly at this time, yeah, mostly at this time when it's so conflicting. Yes, people are resonating to your music. Maybe in the club or wherever you're going, is resonate. The people are resonating to it, and then when it comes to the platforms, it doesn't reflect like that. You see what I'm saying? To
yeah,
some
yeah,
people, find that like which you understand, like the algorithms and the statistics, numbers don't lie, right? But
yeah, yeah,
that's what they say. But up until of late, I was under the impression that most of these numbers are cooked anyway. You understand?
yes,
Like they
yeah,
are bought like that. I was under that impression. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah,
then I looked like that. I'm like, no, it's okay, it's okay. But then later on to come and find out, yeah, these numbers they can be bought. All these things can be like
yes,
when you go deeper into it, when you listen to all these established artists, the independent
yeah,
artists, somebody like Ras, yeah. Some art
yeah,
you've heard of Ras, yeah. He can break. I saw somewhere he was breaking down basically how these numbers are bought and cooked, and you know what I mean. And at the end of the day, it all goes back to the major, you know what I mean, the 1%. The 1% is
yes,
only, yeah, but you have to spend so much to exist in that 1% quarter so that you can
yeah,
start having returns, right? So it's
yes,
just
yeah,
a
yeah,
business model that's basically behind the scenes, right?
yeah,
And I think that is where the part where it conflicts with the art, because the reflection of art is it resonates to people when they come in contact with it. You see what I'm
yes,
saying?
yes,
So now, a
yeah,
case where they're not coming in contact with it, you can't know. You
yeah,
see, that's why you
yeah,
see. I find it funny, like when you see all these artists who have like so very many followers, right? But I believe an artist, if you can't if you can sell tickets, basically,
yeah,
you know what I mean. It doesn't matter how many followers you have. If you can't
yeah,
sell tickets, you should, as an artist, you should know, like, okay, I'm an artist too. I can pack a 300, a venue of 300. I know I can sell to 50 tickets. You
yeah,
see what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's how
yeah,
artists should be rating themselves, right? So you find
yeah,
artists who got like so many followers, they can't sell even 100 tickets because most of these
yeah,
followers they've been bought from, generated from, so you know what I mean. Yeah, so
yes, yes,
they'll follow the protocol of the algorithms and like and click and some even comment, but they exist from you know what I mean, all over there. And you're an artist over here, you can't sell over here because nobody over
yeah,
here knows
yeah,
you. You understand? Nobody knows
yeah,
you for real, for real. So I think that's one of those things like maybe, and as an artist, you always get these conflicting things how your art is reciprocated and received. You understand?
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
whether it was about what you're saying, dropping deals or something, so long as you as an artist weren't like pure from go and you let it go, then it was, you know what I mean? You haven't sacrificed, because you can imagine now if you was in that deal and you're still not doing what you are doing now, you wouldn't, you know what I mean? You'd be like trying to walk a mile in the next man's shoes type of thing, I think.
yeah, yeah. I mean, personally, mine was slightly different.
Mm.
For me, I left because I was getting the numbers, right? And the
Oh,
numbers were becoming a problem because now I needed to do something because of the numbers. So it wasn't, for me, it wasn't that I needed the numbers or the numbers
the
were
numbers
dropping
were
down.
there.
Yeah, so for me, the numbers dropping down was actually good. I wanted the numbers to drop down because
So
then that meant that the
less
pressure and the reason that I was doing it was less. So as for, I think with what you're saying, with art, especially in the music industry, why one is doing it is very important, right? If you're in it to make money, if you're in it to be famous, if you're in it to gain paper, so to speak, then the numbers are very good for you. You can inflate the numbers, because inflating the numbers, as much as, yes, you will inflate the numbers, and then you can, like you said, you can't sell tickets, and then the numbers cannot translate to cash, and that becomes a problem, because that then leads you into, you know, a mindset that you don't want to be in, because people out there are saying, oh man, like you have so many views, blah, 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 but we're seeing you on the streets, kwa streets vitu ni different. So for me, it was kwa ground, inasema ni kwa ground. Kwa ground vitu ni different. Yeah. But unapata sasa mimi, I was fighting for the opposite at the time. I was fighting for fewer numbers, because I wanted to vibe. I just wanted to get into a studio, make my project, leave, come, share it with you. You vibe with it, cool. If you don't, I still have vibe with it. Yeah, but then when the numbers were like hitting, I was like, right, now I'm going to have to start doing this, because so and so has liked it, or I need to keep up with
the Joneses, they say, keeping up with the Joneses.
Yes, exactly, and that was not for me. That was not why I was doing it. That was the wrong reason for me to do it. So yeah, that's part of the reason why I took a sabbatical, so to speak.
But then you came back with this, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was it too. You came back with hold on a minute. What we got here? You came back with, yeah.
You give me love, you give me pleasure. Back on me, see no pressure, yeah. Show my Jonesy, go sing to my Jonesy.
You give me pleasure, you give me fire. My girl, you're my desire.
Yeah.
Back on me, see no pressure, yeah. Show my Jonesy, go sing to my Jonesy. You give me danger, you give me fire. My girl, you're my desire. +1 is you and me. Look at you, it's me, I see. Wango, wango, wango.
Yes, sir. You came back with that's one of them, right?
Yeah. That was a tune that I really enjoyed working on. I did it with this very, very, very talented young lady called Diana Codes, who is part of the Cardinali crew, part of the Zosa Nation. She's a vibe.
Honorable shout out to the Cardinali crew and the lady. She's a vibe.
Yeah, she's a vibe. She's got energy.
Hold on a minute. You heavily linked with Wakadinali, right? You got history with this lot, yeah?
Yeah, of course, man. We go way back before they were. It was cool to say Rongrende. Before Rongrende was cool, you know. Back in the day. Yeah, Sky is my boy, kapsa kapsa.
Right.
Yeah, so basically she's Codes is a vibe. She's one of those people whose energy you just feel, and she expresses herself in her art so beautifully. And I had always wanted to work with her. So when I was working on this project, and I was like, I need another dimension to this project. I was like, I know just the person. And when I hit her up, she was like, yeah, this is a vibe. Let's do it. It was great.
I'll tell you something, yeah. That's another big plan.
Yeah.
I commend you, right? I commend you
Yeah.
because you always, I like the way you're like you boys who you started with, Kina Caterpillar and Wakadinali and everything, yeah. You
Yeah.
still vibing in the same vibe. It's just like you're elevating now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're elevating.
Yeah.
I like the way you touch backyard videos and all that type of thing. The production is, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, you must be one of the hardworking ones because I don't see that with any other artist around these ends, right?
Yeah.
If they do, well, they haven't never crossed my radar and thing, yeah. But
Yeah.
and that's a beautiful thing because the sound still remains authentic of the artist you're dealing with and of like
Yeah.
you as an artist. So if you just the way like it's a beautiful thing, you know what I mean? It's nostalgic yet current at the same
Yeah.
time. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's a beautiful thing. And shout out to what's her name again?
Diana Codes. Diana Codes.
Diana Cord.
Yeah.
Shout out to
She's
Diana Cord.
very, very talented. Yeah.
Right. And yeah, when
Yeah.
this came out, normal side, it was like you never left though, brother. So basically you started releasing again 2023, right? Late
Yes.
2023, yeah?
Yes.
That's after a year's hiatus, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. So the first one you came out with was it this one? Convo.
No. This is actually the latest one. I think
Okay.
the first one that I came back with
Mm.
uh was that lockdown.
Okay.
Yeah, so I did lockdown, and then
Mm.
I did there's a project I did with Scar actually. I think that was the first one. Give me more, and then
Okay.
lockdown, and then I did the Ukirudi Utanipata with Reckless.
All
Um,
right.
yeah. So
Look,
I have done a
listen.
few since then, yeah. And I've
Like,
done also, there's one that I've also, the one before this I did with Caterpillar,
mm,
and yeah, and my guy, John Moore. Yes.
mhm.
Yeah, so this is the one we did with Caterpillar. Second time.
Nobody can do it like me. Nobody can love you like me. Nobody can run things like me.
The vibes are still there. The vibes are still there. The vibes are always there, right?
Yeah, the vibes never leave. The vibes never
The
leave,
vibes
man.
never leave. Talk to me. You're obviously forgetting and skipping some things, right? Because I
Yeah.
highly there was a couple of shows that were locked down in London. There was a couple of shows that you showed up and showed out. Go on, tell us
Yeah.
about this one, man.
I mean the shows, I have done a few shows. The
Mm,
one I think this is probably going to be an exclusive to you because I've never spoken to anyone, especially on TV or social media or radio,
mm,
or podcast about this. So I love the process of writing, right? I
mm,
love the process of recording. I'm
mm.
not the biggest fan of performing. So
Wow.
yeah, so as much as yes, I do perform. It goes back to why I do music in the first place.
Mm,
Um, I do when I get on stage, I will
mm,
perform and I will give it my best.
mm,
And when I get invited and I feel like this is a vibe, or I
mm,
like the show, or say the money is good, which is
mm.
important,
Uh-huh.
um, I will I
You
will perform.
know, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But I wouldn't go out of my way to look for shows. That's the thing. So
Yeah.
it does not. I'm more of a recording artist. I'm not really a performing artist. I do
Mm,
perform and I enjoy performing, and performing with live bands obviously is
mm,
my preferred. But
mm,
then in the UK, if someone asks me to perform, right?
mm,
And I'm like, yeah, I will perform, but I want to perform with a live band. Um, it becomes
mm.
a problem because
that's
that's a whole
that's a
different
tall
budget.
order. That's a very tall
Yeah,
order. Yeah.
yes.
There's a
So
lot,
if
there's a lot per hour, man hours per hour over there that,
yeah,
the man,
exactly.
yeah,
So
man will tell you just bring a backup, a PA track.
yeah. So
Just, yeah,
I
yeah,
enjoy performing with a
with a
live band.
live
Like
band,
if I'm
yeah.
performing with a live band, I will
Mm,
enjoy the show more.
mm,
I don't enjoy performing in the backing track because
mm.
people can just listen to that back home. Um, you know,
Yeah,
so that
Marty, you see what it is, yeah? You're
yeah,
a typical artist, like you see how you're saying, like, I don't want to do it like that because they might as well just sit at home and listen to my CD and thing, or my stream my
yeah,
music at home, yeah? Uh,
yeah,
but I tell you what, right? For the moment, the way things are, like, yeah, that backup playback DJ and the thing, that's okay for now for club sessions. But maybe moving
yeah,
forward in your next project, I see you with, even if it's a nice 5-piece backup band, you know what I mean? 5-piece
yeah. But you
backup
see,
band,
that's the
not a
thing,
band
though.
thing. You know what I mean?
But that's the thing. I am not in a rush.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
for me, if I do perform, great. If I don't, still great. That's the
Mm,
difference.
mm.
If I was in a rush, then I would do anything
Yeah, I
that I
know.
need to do
Yeah,
for the sake
yeah,
of doing
yeah,
it for me
yeah.
to get the things.
Mm.
I want a situation where if someone comes to watch Tymilyfe perform, it's an experience.
It's an
It's an
experience. You take
experience that
something
they
with
go back
you.
and they're like,
You
yeah,
take
that
something
was
with you.
enjoyed
Yeah,
that. Yeah? I
yeah.
want to connect with the audience.
I understand. I
It's really
understand what you're
difficult.
saying. Like with the PA, with the backing track. Yeah, you're so set. You're so, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
if you're a real artist, you want a medley where you can just you know what I
yeah,
mean. Especially the type
yes,
of songs you want a medley where it's just the solo and the kick where you're just
yeah,
maybe interacting. Your type of vibe and your type of music is give and take, you know what I mean? You exchange.
yes,
It's not a one-way
yes,
street. It's more like an
yeah.
exchange that give you vibe, we meet in the middle, and then it becomes a moment type of situation, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's really difficult to achieve that if you're doing it with a backing track because
Mm.
you're very limited. You're limited to exactly
Exact. Yeah,
how
yeah.
that song is. And yes, I could record performing um, like a performance songs that
Mm.
have that, but
Mm.
then again, not many people are willing to pay you the money for that anyway.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I
um
know.
I would perform if I feel like this is
If
a
it
crowd that
fits,
I would enjoy
yeah,
performing to.
if it
I
fits
would
your bill,
perform if someone
basically.
if someone is appreciative of my art. I
Mm,
don't mind even performing for free.
mm.
I want the appreciation of my art is
It's
way
more
more important
important.
for
It's
me.
paramount. Yeah, it's
So
paramount than
yeah,
everything else. Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
if someone just approaches me and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're Tymilyfe, you sing,
Mm,
so because you sing, you definitely can perform." I'm like,
mm.
no, like
Yeah.
not
Listen,
exactly.
I tell you
Yeah,
something else. Yeah,
yeah,
there's a lot of shoddy promoters around. Yeah, and yeah,
yeah.
Europe,
I
or
don't
let's
deal with promoters, man. I
that's
don't
the
deal with
thing.
promoters.
There's a lot of you want to say gatekeepers or critics or whoever who, like, you know what I mean, they're quick to, you know what I mean. So there's some type of people who that's their fuel, who they think like if they dim your fire, their fire will be brighter. If they dim their light, their
Yeah,
one, you know what I mean. There's it's a snake pit. It's a show business, you know what I mean. So it's kind of
yeah,
like
yeah,
those
yeah,
type of things exist everywhere. You see what I'm saying? But I
yeah,
think that you are somebody like is striding the way you're striding with your kind of patience and knowledge and all this you're talking to me about that we've been talking about is the growth. All I'm hearing
yeah,
you say is the growth, the growth. I've grown from this to this. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
Which
yeah.
I'm really appreciating, Marty. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
second
I
to
mean,
none. The growth is second to none.
thank you. Yeah,
Yeah,
the only promoter, and I don't even call him promoter. The only person that comes close to any promotion that I deal with is that voice.
yeah.
And that's because that voice is not my promoter. That voice is my brother, and I know he has my best interests at heart. Anyone else, you know, if I feel your vibe, I feel your vibe. If I don't feel your vibe, I don't feel your vibe.
But there you go.
Yeah, and that's it. It's that simple.
I think that's the beauty is also you're surrounded with those type of people. That voice is my A1 since day one, and that was
Yeah,
like you
yeah,
say,
yeah, yeah.
that's my
Yeah.
like and that's why when you're around those type of people, there's this talk we are having, this progress, growth talk.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Which is a
Yeah.
beautiful thing. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're still at it, Candid Convo. Yeah, a catch up session. This is talking to my boy Tymilyfe. It's been a while before we spoke to Tymilyfe. Real quick, if you're gonna catch this later, you know the deal. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Subscribe na mambo kama hayo yale mazuri mazuri. Tymilyfe, can you just quickly give them your handles hapo chini?
Yeah, handles ni Tymilyfe, that is Tymilyfe. For those who are not aware, that means thank you, mom, I love you forever. That is across all the socials. Go on YouTube, go on Spotify. Here to grind. Make sure you subscribe. The guy is doing some real
we give thanks.
justice to the creatives out here. So yeah, make sure you subscribe.
We give thanks. We give thanks. Listen, just to kumalizia, right? So what we expecting from Mr. Thank you, Mama, I love you for life, aka Baba Keshi? What we expecting in mwaka?
So hii mwaka niko na ma projects kadhaa zinakuja zikifuatana, moja inaanguka in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Kuna project inakuja na Brida, kuna project inakuja na Mandi, kuna project inakuja na boy anajitaji JB. Kuna kazi,
there's a slew of them coming out. There's a slew of them coming out.
Yeah. So
okay.
this year we're working on some serious stuff. We're not going to be keeping you waiting for too long this time. It's going to be kaende tukiendaga.
Which we like. And also like I think like we were talking about growth, there's been growth in all aspects. Like let's be honest, from the last time we were talking 3 years back, the audience to Afrobeat or anything Afro affiliated sound has really gone up.
Yeah.
Fact. So that should be like as assurance to you, like what I'm doing is just paying you and elevating the growth we're talking about is the only way out.
Yeah. Absolutely, 100.
And now we are looking forward to maybe like which I know creatively you'll be doing the targeting like a band situation. Like you feel for you to showcase you want to be in a band situation where it's you. Now
pretty much.
We've rehearsed for a couple of days. We've rehearsed for a couple of 2 weeks. We're saying maybe this summer or maybe next summer, let's do a tour around that, baby. That's what.
Yeah.
You won't do enough fire.
Yeah.
And you know what we do over here? Sisi tunajaribu to chip in the little we can, kusaidia mali tunaweza.
Kabisa.
Hata ukienda, kirudi utanipata tu.
Yeah. I see what you did there.
Listen, my brother, it's always nice. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you for having me, bro.
No, Kumali, you know what we do, brother. We in this. Like we say, we just keep growing in this, learning and growing together. That's a beautiful thing. Yes. Kumalizia, what would you like to tell your peoples and those who are going to catch this that they've never known about Tymilyfe? What would you like to tell them?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to say, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, look after each other. Music is therapy to both me and you out there, a lot of people. So listen to music. If it's not me, listen to the next person. You will find something that you vibe with. But most importantly, take care of yourself. Take care both mentally, physically, emotionally, and take care of each other. That's it from me.
Bless up, and with that we say Tymilyfe, it's been a pleasure. Baba Keshi, gotea Keshi sana, your employer.
Namgotea baya. Gotea DJ na usipoteze toi ya mtoto tena.
Yeah, you know how it goes. Blessings, my brother.